Welcome to one of the fastest growing sports YouTube channels out there, Gold and Blue Dude. College football is changing right before our very eyes. I'm not even sure what to title this video, but I'll get it figured out. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Gold and Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. That is what I do. Hey guys, don't forget to check out my good friends at TriStateWoodSketch.com. They have a lot of shapes and sizes you can choose from, so I'm sure you'll find something you like. All you have to do is send them your picture that you want on that piece of wood, and he'll make it happen. Right now, he's running a great sale. If you go over to TriStateWoodSketch.com and mention that Gold and Blue Dude sent you, he'll give you buy one, get one free. College football is in a state of massive change right now. We have talks of playoff expansion, the NIL was passed, and now the big story is conference realignment. And all these things are coming together at the same time. Coincidence? I don't think so. All this has been being talked behind closed doors, and we just didn't know about it. And slowly, bit by bit, they are releasing that information. We already know that the playoff expansion format proposed is a 12-team format. We already know that the NIL is passed. Now let's talk about the conference realignment. Oklahoma and Texas are headed to the SEC. That's a done deal. They're going to take a vote on Monday. It's expected to be 13-1, and they will make an announcement next week. The ACC and West Virginia have been talking. I'm expecting an announcement within the next 2 weeks about that as well. But what about the other teams in the Big 12 and the other conferences? Well, now I'm hearing that USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Colorado are reaching out to the Big 10. That one doesn't make all that much sense to me. The distance just wouldn't make that much sense. Would it surprise me? No, it wouldn't. It just doesn't make sense. What about Kansas and Iowa State to the Big 10? That one actually does make sense. Then that leaves Kansas State, TCU, Baylor, Oklahoma State, and Texas Tech. One of the Power 4 conferences pick them up? Do they stay in the Big 12 and try to expand? Or do they go to a Group of 5 conference? So many things in play right now. Adding Oklahoma and Texas, massive deal. Ruling the news right now. And the SEC is saying that they're going to go to a 4-pod system. Here's what the pods will look like. In Pod 1, you'd have Georgia, Florida, Kentucky, and South Carolina. The next pod, Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, Vanderbilt. The next pod, Arkansas, LSU, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. Then the last pod, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, and Texas A&M. You'd have to play the 3 teams in your pod, but then after that, I'm not really sure what type of schedule they're going to come up with. I'm also hearing that the SEC might not be done. The SEC could be in talks with Ohio State, Michigan, Florida State, and Clemson to form a super conference of 20 teams. And now I'm hearing that the AAC might be interested in getting the remaining Big 12 members that are left behind. So the AAC might be trying to make an argument to try to gain a Power 5 status. Here's what it would look like. You'd have your current members, UCF, Cincinnati, East Carolina, Houston, Memphis, South Florida, SMU, Temple, Tulane, Tulsa, and Navy. And they would be adding TCU, Baylor, Texas Tech, Kansas State, and Oklahoma State. And maybe add a Boise State to make it an even 16. To me, that sounds like they would have a valid argument to gain Power 5 status. So that could be an interesting development as well. This is a very fast situation developing. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on my next show.